On our 50th episode, how fast can we handle our balls? How to slap up an oversized ice cube? And is this power plant event just a load of bollocks? Welcome back, everyone, to our half-century show. Half-century, level 50? Episode 50. Episode 50, boys. How are you all doing?
50 for this. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
Go back to 46. Yeah.
Yeah, go back to 46. Level 50 is only on this show now.
Okay, bye, come Mark, let's leave. And Ian, bye, Milo.
It's the Milo show. Here we go.
Boys, he got his wish.
On a serious note, how are you all doing tonight?
You know what? We'll find any reason to celebrate, won't we? And yeah, 50 episodes. I mean, I don't think any of us expected us to get to 50 episodes, really, did we, if we're deep down thinking about it?
I expected people to get bored.
I remember back when we started, Mark's like, we'll do four and we'll see how we feel.
Yeah, do you remember that? Oh my God.
I said we'd do a round of them and maybe 2 rounds and see where we were with it. And Ian looked at me and went, I'm in it for more than 4 episodes, Mark, he said.
Yeah.
I actually remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
God, and here we are, almost a year later.
But you know what, Milo?
Almost a year.
I'm not actually okay, bro.
Oh. Why is that? Has Faith been in contact again?
What was that soundbite? What have you done, Ian? What the fuck?
Yes.
Is that really a new soundbite, bro?
Yeah.
That's a new soundbite.
Yeah, wait, let me hear it. But no, listen, Milo, the Faith drama, it's all over. That's all finished. But do you want to know why I'm not okay, mate?
Do tell.
It's because we've only got 36 ratings on Spotify. Gang, if you are listening to the podcast right now on Spotify, at this current moment, we've got a 4.9 rating, which is amazing. Yeah. And we've got 36 of you, which has pressed that button. But by the time we get to next week, I want to see 50. So we need 14 people right now who's listening on Spotify to press that button underneath the following button. Give us a 5-star. Milo, we'll see next week if I'm in a better mood or not if we got that 50, brother.
Let's find out.
Off the back of that, we've only got 32 ratings on Apple Podcasts as well. And again, we're rating 4.9, so go for 50 on that as well. Why not push the boat
it's
out?
Episode
Come on,
50.
guys.
Boys,
rate us.
my bit.
Hey.
Coops, how many ratings did you say we had?
36.
Oh, at 38. So someone else has jumped on. Hey, go in there.
Spooky.
Are we actually at 38?
38, yeah.
Well, Milo and I aren't on Spotify, so we're playing in the dark here.
Do you know what I've got to say to that,
What
boys?
is Spotify?
Actually,
Actually, if you wanted to, you could leave a written comment as to how you think that sound effect is spelt.
yes, yeah.
Actually, yeah, not just rate us. Leave us a comment as well. Leave us a review.
Let's hashtag clarify the spelling to a whole new
That's
level.
on Apple. I don't know if you can leave reviews on Spotify, but on Apple, leave us a review, guys. If we get some good ones, we might even read them out.
And actually,
Yes, maybe.
we might find out if Spotify's more popular than Apple now. So this will be interesting.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll gauge it from the reviews on it. So is Apple losing now, did you say, after what, a week of Spotify having this on it?
32 ratings on both.
38 now
already
on
on the back foot.
Spotify. So it's...
Well, Apple's losing then, yeah. In what, 2 weeks since Spotify started doing reviews?
2 weeks, jeez.
More people have reviewed us.
Love it.
Nice plug, guys. I love it. As I'm sure you guys know the drill, but this time, it's time for Coops to rub one out. No, no, we're not. Of course, it's time to drop your incense.
Pop incense inside me.
As you're listening to this episode, and if you do bag yourself some sparkles, 4-star goodness, or anything else that you class as, I'd say, a win, don't forget to tag us on Twitter or on Instagram at Incensed Podcast, and don't forget to drop that hashtag. Hashtag Shinies of the Week.
Clarify the spelling, you twat.
Twat twice. SHNIE. I can't even say it now.
I'm hearing things.
Can someone else clarify it?
FAIT.
Hashtag SHINIESOFTHEWEEK. Thank you very much.
Smashing stuff in. Well done. I think just to start this episode off, how did everybody do on Sphere Com Day with Shinies? And we had a little quick catch challenge, didn't we, gents?
We did.
Well, 3 of us did. 3 of
Well,
us
4
did.
of us did, but 1 of us didn't bother getting up.
No, go on. You go on. You guys go first. You guys go first. Because this is a Pokemon podcast.
It is. We'll start off with some Pokemon Go at least to start.
Coops, he's saying it's not a masturbation podcast.
Is it not? Where have I been for 50 episodes?
Yeah, we will.
I mean, it's hosted by four
catching
tossers.
And Coops is quickly doing something else. But anyway, moving on.
Marking in, you guys are obviously chasing a little bit of XP. How did it all go for you on the day?
Yeah, so I played for 4 hours of Spheal Com Day. My feeling was that it was a great opportunity to get a lot of XP, and I think from memory, I think I got like 2.5 million from memory. It might be 2 million, I should say, from the 4 hours I played. Great for that, but having 2 Com Days in the month is going to be amazing for me because I will hit level 48. But the Com Days feel,
Yay.
we
You
just
still wouldn't be able to join the podcast though, mate.
I've got to go back to Tom's episode. That's where I belong.
Yeah.
But I mentioned it before. We'll have a conversation off the back of it. But my initial sort of thoughts on it were it felt like the shiny rate had dropped off a cliff. It felt like it was sort of back to sort of pre-Com Day 6 hour levels. Played for 4 hours solid, and like I came out with 21 shinies. I didn't have the lucky egg on all the time, so I could have got more XP. But some of the numbers I was seeing from people that played the full event as well online and that suggested it was a lot lower all around. There'll be some people that still got the high figures, but it just generally felt like people that were either playing it from home were getting sort of figures in the teens, the low 20s, and people that were out and about playing it, maybe not as much as they would normally do, but myself included, played sort of 2/3 of it and got a figure far lower than events before. So it just seemed very strange, but it was a jumpy little fucker, wasn't it, Spheal? It was meant to be an easy, excellent curveball throw grind, and it didn't play ball all the time. But yeah.
I think just maybe the icy beach ball wasn't your mon.
No, it wasn't, mate, no.
You know what? The first hour was literally painful for me because I didn't get a single shiny until 48 minutes in.
Oof.
And I caught and encountered a lot of Spheal. The second hour was better. I got up to 10 within the second hour, so the second hour came a lot better. But that first hour, like you did, Mark, I thought literally this is going to be like a 20 shiny Pokemon day. The day went pretty good. The excellent throws were so fucking easy. Seriously, the XP was just amazing. I mean, I got 4.5 million, which I was over the moon with. It's way more than my target.
Nice.
So I'm definitely going to take that. Ended on 37 shinies and played 5.5 hours, pretty much the whole event. I could have probably got to 5 million if I'd actually played that last half hour, maybe. I don't know.
I was also going to say, like 37, that's about where we were at for Shinks at your place in November.
Yeah, it was about on par with that. Yeah.
It's not too bad. Not too bad. Coops, did you open the game?
No, you go first. You go first.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%. Because I think you know what's coming.
Yeah, I know. Wait.
There's only 2 balls he was playing with.
Yeah. Two great balls.
Yeah, 2 great balls.
We were actually joined. Kels, Andrew, and Aaron came down for the Com Day to Ealing, so thanks for joining, which was really cool. Yeah, did pretty well, although there wasn't a good hour where I didn't actually catch any Spheal due to getting lunch and then sorting out someone's spare phone to get their account on another gotcha with a different signal. It was a bit mental. I didn't look at my XP because I don't need XP, so I don't actually know. Hey,
Milo, just really quickly, how many Pokestops do you live on? Bibbidi beep 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 beep.
New clip, new sound.
Sorry. Carry on.
Not enough apparently, but anyway.
Yeah.
You always try and get more. But did all right considering. I got 65 shinies. I'd say it was all right considering a stop for an hour. I was going to say I think it might have been bad RNG on January Com Day for you, Marky boy. I just think because a lot of people actually got a lot of shinies, but then again, you're playing rural, and if you just don't have a good day, then it doesn't prevail shinies, I guess.
Well, like I said, Milo, it wasn't just me that got a low number, but obviously the Ealing vibe worked for you and everyone around you.
So Ealing is the prime spot to be. Coops, do you want to round us out?
Well, I went out Saturday night and I didn't go to sleep until about 7:30 in the morning. So obviously, you know what I'm like when I go to bed at 11 p.m, let alone 7 a.m.
7 a.m. Good work.
So I got up at like 3:30. And where I was staying at, I opened the game and they was on a gym. So about 4 or 5 spheels popped up and you would have been really proud of me.
You clicked
Can
them.
you see that in the middle of the screen? I got one.
Oh, you got one.
Shiny seal. Whee! So I did actually play about 4 minutes. So I got one sphere, which was good. And then obviously I went through and I evolved ones that I've had to get icicle. What's the move?
Spear,
icicle,
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And
And
powder
obviously
snow.
I know that you guys don't GBL, but let me tell you, that thing is worse than Weatherball in GBL. Holy shit.
I have heard from people like it's basically shifted the meta in PvP significantly.
Like Milo, when I did my Great League battles that evening, bro, like honestly, every single team was running Sphere. And bro, let me tell you, Shadow Sphere with fucking Icicle.
Oh, Shadow
Sphere,
Walrein.
Bro, sorry, Walrein, sorry. I
Shadow Sphere.
Little cup.
Yeah,
in
with
Great
body
League.
slam.
In Great League.
Honestly, mate, you lot know that I hate Weatherball, but fuck me, this thing is when I say spammy, holy shit! Like it completely, like I've been destroyed on Sunday, this whole week.
Are you running it now, Coops?
No. I don't like spending my Stardust to power my Spheels up to Walreins.
But well done for getting one shiny.
Yeah,
well done,
thanks,
mate.
bro.
So,
thank
Coops,
you.
off the back of you waking up at some random house that had a Pokestop, will you be going back there for another?
I'm actually going back on Wednesday night. Yeah,
Raid hour.
yeah, raid hour. Woo, yeah. Oh my gosh, should I send you a raid from? Yeah,
Go on,
yeah,
go on
yeah,
then.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Sorry,
do
love.
it.
I'm doing raid hour.
Hang fire.
Who said it was the girl? No, I'm joking.
But it's definitely not Faith, is it?
Oh, fuck you, Ian. Fuck you. Oh, fuck you. I'm still cut up by that bitch.
Quickly moving on, do we want to reveal our quick catch challenge?
Yes, I think we should, Milo.
Yes.
Or should we promo it and say the clip, if you want to watch it, is available on our YouTube channel?
You know
Yeah,
what?
let's
Why
cl-
not?
let's
Let's
promo
show some traffic
Yeah.
over there. Yeah,
Let's
why
put some
not?
traffic over. If you want to see the quick catch challenge that does consist of all 4 of us, amazingly, it's available on the Incensed podcast YouTube channel. I hope it's linked in the description somewhere of this
It will be.
podcast,
It will be. Yes.
or just search Incensed podcast on YouTube.
And you know what? While you're there, guys, I know we're asking a lot of you today. Just hit that subscribe button. We don't really do a lot on there other than post YouTube versions of our audio podcast. But while you're there, just hit that subscribe button.
Absolutely. But let's move on to a familiar section. It's time for getting to know you.
And now, children, it's time for Getting to Know You with the Incensed podcast.
Now, this is just a really random one that popped into my head, or popped out of my arse, I don't know which.
You pulled this out of your arse, Milo, didn't you?
Big time. Big time. But if you could choose what animal you would be reincarnated as, what would you pick and why?
I'd be a hedgehog.
Oh.
Prickly bastard. Prickly but cute bastard.
Exactly for those reasons.
Oh, it's those
move
reasons.
on. Who's next? I struggle to get out of bed, really, even though I do get out of bed really early during the week. I like the idea of hibernation. I think that is something that we should try. It'd be great if we could do that. To be fair, Coops does attempts that on Thursdays, really. So I think, it probably works well.
It's the closest to hibernation a human's been.
Yeah. But I like the idea of just like curling up in the winter, keeping away from the outdoors. I like to stay by the fire indoors. And like I said, when I get aggravated, I am a prickly bastard. I think I like the idea. If someone comes at me, I can just spike them with my exterior and just go, have it. Yeah.
Fuck
I wish I
off.
could shoot the spines out actually and fire them at people. That'd be cool, like a porcupine maybe. But a hedgehog is cuter.
That's a solid pick. Solid pick.
I'm definitely going to butcher this, but it's a type of mouse, and I would be a brown Antechinus. I think that's how you say it.
Why?
Oh, you want to know why?
Because the name's tricky to pronounce.
So, for 2 weeks, every mating season, a male will mate as much as physically possible.
Just like a dating Croydon, isn't it?
Sometimes, listen to this. Sometimes having sex for up to 14 hours at a time, fitting from one
one
female
go?
to the next.
You
So,
mean
yeah.
you don't go that long, Coops?
Oh, so yeah, I would be a brown, I think it's Antechinus, which is a type of mouse apparently, so I thought that was banned.
A horny mouse.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go completely away from their sort of genre. I would be reincarnated as a great white shark. Most beautiful fish in the sea. No one fucks with it. And as Coops will say, when I'm texting, they're quite direct.
Straight to the point.
Straight to the point.
Exactly. They don't say no shit.
Their eyes kind of resemble a full stop, to be fair. They kind of resemble a full
Those
stop.
big, black, soulless eyes. Beautiful animals. Absolutely beautiful
He's been
animals.
watching Nickelodeon, hasn't he? Hey guys. Okay.
No, he's just been watching Jaws. Milo, what about you, mate?
And you're not allowed to say a Pokemon, Milo.
No. I won't. I'll pick a two-toed sloth.
Oh.
I think it's the two-toed sloth can actually swim, which is quite cool.
Okay.
So swim between mangrove islands and stuff in a nice tropical kind of biome area, and you just chill, kind of doing
I
very
actually
little.
thought you'd pick a sloth. Hanging
Yeah.
upside down in a tree. I did actually
doing
think...
very little. Shit once a week.
So he's gone for a slap off, basically.
Yeah.
Real world sloth,
Milo, listen, I don't know if you heard me. You're not allowed to pick a fucking Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'll say it again.
No, the sloth is an actual animal.
No, I know.
That's why I had to put the two-toed sloth in there.
Listen, I've been told I look like a sloth before. I was well offended.
What? No, it could have been adorable. They're kind of cute animals,
Oh, thanks, Milo. It was Faith that said it. No, I'm joking.
She might have been commenting on your pace.
Yeah, brilliant. I didn't get that far.
I just didn't get that far.
That's why you got the text, isn't it?
We just want to put a disclaimer out there, don't we? For any ladies listening to the podcast, it wasn't that Coops said that he could go for 14 hours solid. It was he would leave you within a 14-hour window for many other female mating partners. So just putting that disclaimer out there.
Oh my god. I like that question though. That was fun.
It weren't too bad. It turned out better than I expected. But it's now time for a good old game of Name That Pokemon with Ian.
And oh my god, it's been a long time since we played this game.
Oh my
but it's
God.
back. It is back. And yeah, thanks for dragging this one out of the retirement home, Milo. We've got a few Pokemon to go at. I've got Pokemon in German, Japanese, and French for you. So let's start with a nice easy one, shall we? And remember, it's first to 2 wins. Okay, so the first one we are going to go is in the language of love. Coops, French. And the Pokemon's name is Dynavolt.
Dino.
What, Jen?
Voltorb.
Oh.
Love disc. Was that a clue? Love? No.
Time pole.
Okay, so we know it's French. We know the Pokemon's name is Dynavolt. It is a Gen 3 Pokemon.
Oh, that just doesn't help me.
No. It helps Milo, though.
Doesn't help me.
What's it called again, Ian?
In French, Dynavolt.
He's just going to quickly Google it.
No, I'm not. But I'm going to guess Minun.
Plusle. I think it may be a trick thing. It's Dynavolt. You think it might be an electric type. I think it's.
It is an electric type. That's your final clue.
Oh, Electrike.
Oh.
Electrike.
Well done,
Yes.
Okay, Coops, you can pick either Japanese, French, or German for the next one.
Do you know what?
For your
Let's go
next date.
Japanese. Let's go Japanese.
Japanese.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one is Erikitaru.
Kisuru.
Makihita.
Hariyama.
Bro, can we get a clue with the gen in that? That's quite difficult.
Have a guess
That'll be your
first, Coops.
second clue, yeah.
Okay. Say it one more time, bro.
Erikitaru.
Oh, do you know what? Fuck it. Aerodactyl. Why not?
Okay, so we're all struck out there. Your second clue, this is an electric and normal type Pokemon.
Helioptile.
Oh.
Yay. The only one, I think.
So it's 1-1 to Coops and Milo. Milo, Japanese, German, or French?
Let's go for German.
Yeah.
German. Okay, so
The language of love.
okay. Actually, German is a very nice language, very sexy language. We are going to go with. What's that supposed to be, Milo?
I was just clearing my throat, ready for the correct answer.
Okay, so your first Pokemon in German is Voltoball.
Voltorb.
And
You
I
said
that.
don't know who got that
It
first.
was me. Ian, it was me. I'll suck your flame. It was me.
Coops
You know.
wins.
God, you're
I
a
was
pushover,
thinking
Ian.
Voltorb. Well done, Ian.
What if we offered to two-time you?
Oh. He's like, Milo wins.
Hey, we've both got red eyes.
No, come on, we'll have a guess off. What's that? Is that one thing?
Guess off?
We'll have a final round.
Off.
Okay, so we'll call it a tiebreaker, and that one doesn't count. Let's go. We're going to go Japanese on this last one.
Okay. I'm ready.
And I am really going to butcher this pronunciation. Yabukuron. And that might not be the correct pronunciation, but yeah, Japanese.
Yabukubon.
Trubbish?
Oh, sorry, Milo. Yes, it is Trubbish.
There's no way. Milo. Ian, are you being serious?
Yeah, it is Trubbish. Yes, yeah.
You
Yes.
got Trubbish from... Oh, my God.
Well done, Milo.
Well, because the other three were related to the event that's going on.
Yeah, and guess who doesn't know what event fucking day it is? Me.
You have the newsletter. You could have looked.
Okay, no, well done, Milo.
We'll check the time code and see if Coops actually won before I won. But it's a
yes.
moral victory
Yeah.
for everyone because we played a game together, and that's what matters.
I agree.
Fuck off. Quite right. Thanks, Ian, for that, because that's going to actually quite nicely lead us into the next chat. The power plant event that's currently ongoing. Coops, start us off with what you think of the event, because you played it so much.
What's the new Pokemon called? Helicopter. What is it?
Helicopter.
Helicopter.
Yeah, helicopter. No, I've got to say, as far as Pokemon goes, I give that a 10 out of 10 for cuteness, bro. I love it. I genuinely, absolutely love it. And listen, I've clicked on and done my battles and that today, and yeah, the event looks good, bruv. The event, obviously, apart from Genesect, I don't know whose idea that was, but the spawns actually look decent and that. You got like some Electabuzz XL, like, you know what I mean? Like there's you know what I mean? Or I've not played it, but that's, if I'm being honest, it actually looks decent.
It's good.
There's a lot of shiny potential, Coops. There is a lot of shiny potential in
I've
there.
seen on Twitter some tasks are really good as well.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like
And the
okay
tasks are
event.
easy as well. There's no really difficult tasks in this one either.
There you go.
That's nice. A little honest opinion from Coops. Appreciate that, bro. Marky Boy, what do you think of the event so far?
I think I'm going to use the word that Ian mentioned on an event. It's an inoffensive event. It's not raid heavy, because anyone who's got half a brain will only raid Genesect once. So, there's a new Pokemon, which is amazing, and you can get it in the research tasks, which makes the chance of getting a really good one really likely.
Yeah.
There's an opportunity to use those stupid sunstones that we've had sat in our inventory for a very long time.
Yes.
Actually, when I slated the event off initially, well, not slated it, actually, it was uninspiring. There's additional Stardust for certain catches and Candy XLs available for Electro, Jolteon, Trubbish with the extra Stardust.
Yeah.
You know, it's worth grinding on the event. But what I would say, why they just didn't release Shiny Jolteon into the game, I don't know. Because you can get Shiny Umbreon. I think you get Shiny Flareon as well. Or Espeon, sorry.
I think
so
it's
just made me
Umbreon
wonder why
and Espeon.
Jolteon. That's it. It's those two. It was surprised why they didn't do it to Jolteon, because it isn't a common spawn, but it's spawning.
I agree.
I've seen a lot of them, actually. I've seen a lot of them spawn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need another Grimer, which is fine, and I need Electrike. So good event at Milo. Really good event now, actually. Now it's going.
Good stuff. Ian, what do you think?
I can pretty much echo what the others have said. It's a nice event. It's one that you can literally focus on a Pokemon and hunt. I mean, I would like to see Electrike in the wild rather than just tasks, but hey, that's just me. Trubbish is the one I'm really going for. I'm doing the tasks to try and find the Electrike. And going back to something Mark said, and this is no dig on Mark, a lot of people are prejudging events, I've noticed at the moment, Twitter and other places. They'll read the blurb about the event and they'll all go, oh, this is going to be shit. But then when they actually play the event, they find actually it's pretty damn good and pretty fun. So I think there's a culture developed throughout the 5.5 years of the game where people are prejudging events before we get going. And you know what? They're not always shit. Yes, exactly. It's Twitter. Yeah. I've got to echo what Mark said. It's a fun event. I've enjoyed it. I went out. I've done a little bit of grinding. Inoffensive is probably the best way to put it. Sorry?
Coops.
I mean, you opened the game, so you said went outside, did some grinding. That's the thing, you opened the game. Sorry. Sorry, it is inoffensive though, isn't it? Definitely inoffensive. It's a good event, and I'm guilty for that. Twitter is absolutely right. It is Twitter.
A lot of people are, and that's what I mean. It's not you. A lot of people are prejudging events. I mean, we all did when we read January's. I mean, a lot of us were saying January's going to be the worst month ever in the game, and actually it's worked out pretty damn good.
Well, we've
I've
done
actually
it a lot
enjoyed
of times,
the game.
haven't we? We've done it on previous episodes of this show. We've gone, oh, this event will be fucking bollocks, won't it? And then it turns around and it's all right, actually. There's some good stuff.
I'm just here like, go on in, get them, get the haters, you great white shark. Go on, get them.
You know me, Coops. I never go for the popular opinion, but there are. I mean, people do. I mean, and Twitter's notorious for it, isn't it? Where people are just like throwing hate around. But you know what? The shade isn't always warranted, and I think with this event, it's actually I'm enjoying it. So that's all I can go off my own experience.
That's fair. I'll have to sort of agree. I was quite looking forward to the event, to be honest, because I want to get XL Candy for Electabuzz and Magnezone. Great for the Shadows for people who've been playing for a long time, and for newer players as well. Really, really good.
Shadows. When you say that, I'm just thinking Cliff Richard.
And moving on.
Milo just know. So Milo, Cliff Richard, Milo, just so you know, is
just enlighten me. I have to say, like, Trubbish spawns, I love anything that's got boosted Stardust as a catch, so it's great. And I'm actually, again, enjoying the fact that like Mark said, there's no raids really to go for. I'm using my free pass, basically, on whatever I can really find, be it a Drugigon, or I think I did a Magnemite raid at one point.
Everything's pretty much soloable as well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Well?
Everything. Yeah,
everything is pretty much. I mean, depending on your trainer level, and obviously lower level players might not be able to solo Genesect, but pretty much everything is soloable, isn't it?
Basically. But I will say one irritating thing with the event, and I said it on social media, and sort of like, I don't know if it's just me, but when I went out grinding for the first couple of hours of the event, I found every spawn was a pain to catch, and I mean to the point where I'm having to like Golden Raz, Ultra Ball, Trubbish just to stop them from breaking out and running and stuff, and they still would run. I'm like, that'll be fine for part 2, but we've got, well, by the time you listen to this episode, actually Bulbasaur Comday Classic would have been and gone, but at the time of recording this, that's still yet to happen. I'd quite like to hang on to some resources and not throw them away on fucking Electabuzz and stuff.
If only you lived on 7 stops, Milo.
Even that isn't enough.
And if only, Ian, and if only most of us had the luxury to start playing these events once they started.
Yeah.
You know what? It's so nice to be able to actually play the event at the drop of the event. But yeah, it is so nice to actually be able to do that.
Yeah, it's nice to get the first taster and see if there are any bugs and glitches in them. But there weren't this time round, it has to be said. And I do agree that the research tasks are actually really nice. There's no win a raid or hatch 47 eggs.
I think the hardest one is this walk 4 kilometers. I think that's probably the hardest one.
People commented, or I've seen people saying it's like walk 4k for an Emolga, but in reality, Emolga is a 10k egg hatch. So you're actually getting it 6k down anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Admittedly, it's still 4 kilometers to walk for a level 15 Emolga, but if you don't want the task, just bin it.
And you know what? That's what I would say. Don't do the
cute.
4k task. Just go for the walk 2k task and get the Trubbish.
Yeah, or the 1k's Helio tile, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, 1 kilometer that is, yeah.
Absolutely. And we've still yet got the Team Rocket section of the event to come, haven't we? The Team Rocket Takeover, which at this
Coops,
time...
you're going to love it. You are going to be able to TM away your frustration.
Once again. I have to say, it's nice that I think this is the shortest window between Team Rocket events we've had in the longest time, because the last one, I think, was, November 2021? So 2 or 3 months. Yeah, so maybe they're ramping up how many they do per year, which is great. We don't know at this point if they're going to do like a switch up of the Rocket Mons or the leader Shadow Mons. It might just be hey, there's more Rocket Grunts around, and you can have a wank. Or TM frustration, however you want to call it. But I'm looking forward to that and enjoying this event, guys. Thank you for that chat. And now, Coops has the news.
Is the news.
It's your big moment.
Can you just give me time? I've just got to load the game. Hold on, give me 1 sec.
We've got to load up Twitter as well.
I'm just re-downloading it from the App Store.
Good man. I appreciate your efforts.
No, Coopsy.
No, I do actually have some really good news, and this is going to be about the Johto Tour. And we've had some updates. Yeah, we've it's not the
good
news.
News.
It's the good news. Yeah,
good news.
No, we've had some updates to sort of what the Johto Tour is going to be like. It's actually going to be really cool because the first update we're really getting nostalgic here, taking us back to when we put gold and silver version in our Game Boy Color, and you'd go up to the Pokeballs and you'd pick what Pokemon you'd want. But the first update, you'll need to do more than just choose between gold version and silver version in this year's Pokemon GO Tour. You'll also need to choose between Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile to adventure with you. Now, I've got to be honest with you, I thought this was really cool. You know, obviously all of the Game Boy games, and even on the Nintendo Switch, you go into the little professor, little willow thingy, you go to the Pokeball and you choose at once. So it's lovely that we kind of get to see a little bit of this into Pokemon GO. It's really nice. So yes, you're going to have to choose wisely, because together you'll complete research with Professor Willow to learn more about the Johto region, build connections with your Pokemon, befriend other trainers, and explore new places. Or if you're Milo, explore Warpole Park.
I'm sure there's some ground I haven't quite stepped on yet.
But yeah, for this part, I don't think there is. But for this part, special research tasks will include the following: catching different types of species, evolving Pokemon, earning Stardust, taking Go snapshots, and defeating some grunts. Trainers will be able to earn the following rewards by completing research tasks, such as items for evolving Pokemon, rocket radar pieces, ooh, an encounter with Shiny Gyarados, ooh.
That famous Johtomon.
Yeah. Not like Magikarp was the first shiny ever to be... Anyway, moving on. Oh, we're keeping this positive. Am I doing well, Ian? I'm keeping this positive,
I
right?
think you're keeping it quite positive so far.
And an encounter with Celebi. And the last on this part of the update, if you catch Celebi during the event, you lot know I'm a GBL fanatic and I love a new move. It will know the attack. Magical Frenzy Plant. No, Magical Leaf. It will know the attack. Magical Leaf. At the moment, we're not too sure if that's a fast attack or a charge attack. I'm 99.9% sure it's going to be a charge attack. So yeah, so that is pretty cool. Now, what do you lot think for part 1 of the update? Good?
I think it's great.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm with you, Coops, because the last time we got to choose a starter in Pokemon GO was when we started playing the game.
Yeah.
So I think it's a nice little touch to do that.
I do. Well, anyway, let's move on to the bad news. So update 2. Sorry, Ian, don't bite my leg off with those big teeth of yours. So Pokemon's first round in Kanto, for fuck's sake, joined Pokemon GO Tour Johto. Mark, do you remember when you said you're done with Kanto? Do you remember that?
Remember when you said you're done with Kanto?
Yeah, the both of you said that.
God, shoot me in the face. But some popular Pokemon first found in the Kanto region have evolutions that were first discovered in Johto. Listen, at the end of the day, from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m., we're going to be able to encounter, I can't believe I'm saying this, Poliwhirl, Golbat, Gloom, Slowpoke, Onix, because Onix was not just a research breakthrough.
They're fucking loving Onix, aren't they?
Chansey, Seadra, Scyther, Porygon, and Eevee. Talking about Eevee, the last little part of the news today. During the event, there will be no walking requirement to evolve Eevee into an Espeon or Umbreon. I didn't think there should be one anyway, so this is obviously a positive. I'm really looking forward to the Johto. I really am. That does kind of ruin it for me, that last bit. I don't think that's necessary at all, but that's just my opinion.
Coops, do you know why they've put those Kanto Pokemon in Johto
He should
Tour?
do. He just read the news.
Well, yeah, because they some of them evolve, right?
Yeah, so they have to be in there, really.
Yeah, but not encounter with them, though.
But yeah, because you're going to need to evolve them, aren't you? So you're going to need to obtain them. Like Mark had a problem last year where he couldn't actually get some of the Pokemon and do the trades. If you don't encounter them during the event, then you can't evolve them unless you've already got them pre-event.
Ian, I still hate it. No, listen, if I'm being honest, I apologise. I thought that they were going to be in the wild as well, but you know what I mean.
I don't mind it, to be honest, because they've got
it is, bro. They'll be appearing in the wild.
They're gonna have to.
The Kanto ones will be in the wild. The evolutions won't be in the wild, will they?
I'm confused.
That's why the Kanto ones will be in there, because you have to do the evolutions.
I think what it means is that basically you'll have to encounter the Kanto Pokemon in the wild so that you can evolve. There'll be an evolving. You remember last year there was an evolving collection challenge thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They'll make you evolve all of them with an evolution item.
You are right. Steelix is Johto, but obviously to get to Steelix, you've got to obviously evolve the Onix. But my only issue with this is, and I get it, and I do understand it, but I just hope that these stupid Kanto spawns don't take away the ratio of the new Johto spawns, if that makes sense. I get the trading thing. I get, you are right. There's no way out of it. Listen, would it be sick to have Steelix in the wild for one day? That would be dope. And I actually think that would be pretty harmless and pretty fun. But I get that they can't do that. But I just hope that reading that, like we all have banter about, and we Kanto's done, I'm over it. I just hope that these spawns, like I'm seeing fucking Onyx everywhere instead of Hoppip, if that makes sense. That's what I hope. That's what I'm hoping
just hope that they code the event correctly then. Because
fingers crossed.
You don't want them OP. Yeah, you don't want them everywhere.
No, but trust me, I fully understand where
Onyx
I get
everywhere.
Onyx Day. For 12 hours.
Don't tempt the community today. Don't tempt the Onyx community day.
Fucking
But do you not know what I'm saying though, Milo? You must understand where I'm coming from. It's a bit like, we've just done Kanto and here we are again. You know what I mean?
I do get it to some extent. And also the thing I was thinking is like, you're talking about, Eevee's going to be spawning. We've had Eevee Conde last year, but they've made Espeon and Umbreon spawn in the wild with shiny potential.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So why are they not spawning as part of the event anyway? I get that maybe people want to evolve an Eevee, but give us an Eevee as just an Eevee, you can get it from research tasks. You can get it from, I think, was it evolve a Pokemon task normally and earn 5 buddy hearts? So it's in the standard quests anyway. So I don't understand why we need...
That'll be overtaken over by event tasks though.
That is true.
Well, Milo, I get what you mean there. Because even though I've got all the shiny Eevees and I've got all the shiny evolutions, there's something about when I've seen screenshots of people encountering wild, shiny Umbreon, and they look at that and you go, that's epic. Or Sylvia, I want one. I'm not Sylvia, but I want one of them. But I'm like you, Coops. If they don't get the spawns right, is it Chibati Island or whatever it's called?
Kiribati.
Kiribati, sorry, not Chibati. Kiribati. Imagine like they're going on and go, it's just fucking Eevees and Onyx everywhere. I'll be going, fuck.
It's a very specific Kanto day to take 2.
I just think it's weird, like, because I'm not moaning, I promise you, because I'm genuinely looking forward to it and seeing you lot, of course I am, but like, they have like Gible and Absol and all these sick Pokemon in the wild, but they're like, oh no, we can't put Steelix in the wild, like people give a shit, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but then I get it, if they do it for this one, and I know what Ian's going to say, then they've also got to do it for Sinnoh, and then they're going to have to do, and I get it, that's where it gets a bit sticky, but I just wish for one day they would be like, no, you know what? Let them have Steelix in the wild and all of these second or third stages in the wild because it will be fucking awesome.
And that's how they get you, Coops. We're never, ever during the life of this game ever going to get away from Kanto because that's where it all started.
Yeah, because when Sinnoh Tour happens in 2 years' time, there'll be more Kanto spawns then. Trust
exactly.
Because Tangela gets a Sinnoh evolution, so they have Tangela spawning. God. It always routes back to Kanto, so you're never ever going to get rid of it.
I was going to crack a joke.
I was going to say something as well, but I shouldn't.
Yeah, I knew you were.
Yeah.
Sweet dreams, everyone. Kanto's always going to be there.
Kanto will always be with you. I don't necessarily mind it because some of them actually are really cool, and I do agree to some extent about Steelix because Steelix is in Mega Raids and can be shiny, so just put shiny Steelix in the wild. That would have been sick. Nevertheless, definitely looking forward to Johto Day with you guys.
Yeah.
It's going to be sick.
So, guys, have you got any idea of what you'd pick then as your starter?
For this? I know which one I'll go for.
Is it Cyndaquil?
Yeah, I know. Marky Boy, do you know which one?
I reckon I'll probably do what Ian's going to go for. I reckon, Ian, are you Totodile?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd probably go Totodile.
Nah, I'm going Cyndaquil.
Little fiery bum.
The fiery bastard. I mean, I'm not going to pick Chikorita. It's just, I don't like Chikorita. PvP mon in it. And I've never liked, there's something about Totodile and Free Alligator that just bugs me. I don't like the design of it.
I have to agree.
I don't know whether it's like it's sort of bug eyes and gormless look or something. It just grates me, so give me Cyndaquil.
Good news!
What?
Oddman Animations are making a new Wallace and Gromit movie and a sequel to Chicken Run.
Oh, I knew about the sequel to Chicken Run, actually. I knew Wallace and Gromit. That's long overdue. But well, cheers, Coops, for the Johto news or the Kanto Part 2. We appreciate that. And let us know on Twitter or Instagram which starter you would be picking for Johto Tour. But we have the final legendary of January arriving very soon. So Ian and I are the Counter Bros.
Okay, so, yeah, as Milo mentioned, Regice. We all love Regice, don't we? Okay.
I like them in my G&T.
It is back in raids. It's, well, what can we really say about Regice?
Ian,
it's
good news.
What?
Regice will learn the exclusive charge move, Thunder. It actually doesn't do anything for Regice, so moving on.
You counters for Regice, simple. You want fire types.
Certainly with the sunny weather we've been having here in the UK.
It's ice.
Milo loves a Mega. So the first sort of Pokemon that I would recommend for this one, you're going to want to go Mega Charizard Y with Fire Spin and Blast Burn.
Why is that, Ian?
Why?
Why not?
It's the supreme fire type, basically, isn't it? We've been using it once against Genesect, but we've got other fire types like good old Reshiram. Reshiram, one of my personal favourites. You want Fire Fang Overheat on that bad boy.
You certainly do. Another pretty decent one that I would suggest if we're going to stick with the fire types, one of the birds, we're going to go with Moltres with Fire Spin and Overheat.
Just be careful of thunder, though.
Yeah.
That would actually hurt, to be fair. A different counter that we were all using against Kyurem back at the end of 2021 and early 2022, Metagross with Meteor Mash on it.
I saved that one for you, mate. I know you love a Metagross.
Metagross is fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah, and what we'll go back to... We'll go back to Mega Charizard, but we'll also throw X into the mix as well. Fire Spin, Blast Burn, solid counter.
Although you should push the Y button.
Well, yeah, you should push the Y button.
Push the Y button. I'm going to chuck in another fire type. Chandelure is a lovely little pick there.
Yeah, can't beat a Chandelure.
Hopefully a Conde later this year.
And I'm going to throw in yet another Mega. This is one of Mark's favourite Megas. Mega Houndoom with Fire Fang and Flamethrower.
I'll chuck in a fire type.
Is Darumaka any good, Milo?
Darmanitan is a very good pick indeed with Fire Fang and Overheat on it. It's the best non-mega, non-shadow, non-legendary fire type. Okay. That's a long list behind, I know.
Let's go legendary. One of the beasts, Entei. Again, Fire Spin, Overheat.
I do like Entei.
Entei is cool.
But if you don't have any of those, and you might have been raiding recently, Heatran isn't the worst pick in the world because it's going to resist a lot of Regice's moves anyway, being a dual type of fire and steel. You'll want Fire Spin and Flamethrower on it.
Go into the more budget counters, and I'm going to steal this one from Milo because I know if I don't get it in, he's really going to throw this one in.
Go for it, I know what
and
you're doing.
Flareon is one if you're looking for uber budget. Again, Fire Spin, Overheat.
Indeed, my favourite budget counter, it has to be said. You've obviously got the fire type starters, Blaziken. If you can't evolve Mega Evolve Charizard, you can just go with the stock Charizard. Typhlosion is in there as well. If you don't have top tier counters, they're not bad picks.
Milo, you like Rapidash, don't you? That's normally one that you would.
Okay, unique scenario here. If you're in a lobby of 20 people and you want to be the Joker in the pack, put in a Rapidash.
If you want to be the Joker, why don't you just put a Litwick in, Milo?
Litwick. If you want to take the piss, Pyroar.
I was going to say that one. Or if you really want to take the piss, Mega Pidgeot.
That's really taking the piss. Oh, hang on, we've got a better one. Genesect with Metal Claw and Magnet Bomb actually really shouldn't be your top choice.
No, and I think we've kind of got down to the gutter now. So they are your top and some lower down picks.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we've really got some way down the tier list, but
thank God that's over.
Coops, say your catchphrase. People haven't heard it for a while.
What is it?
No one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares.
It's been so long since he said
No
it.
one cares, no one cares, no one cares, no one cares. Just me.
There we go. There we go. We will say best of luck with shiny Regice, and hopefully we've provided a tiny amount of help somewhat.
Is a gin and tonic good against some Regice as well, Milo?
Yes. Super effective. Don't pour gin and tonic on your phone in the raid battle. That's not recommended. I've tried it. It didn't end well. But we can move it on to the main chat. Well, we'll see how much of a main chat it is this week. It's a topic I want to bring up to you guys to discuss. I was doing a little bit of research and chatting to my friends, and I found something out, and it's about Niantic time-locking Pokemon behind events and spawns. I'm sure we all know about, Shiny Meltan essentially pops back in once or twice a year when Niantic or Pokemon Company feel like it. Shiny Smeargle was available for 4 days back in 2021. But I have a little fact for you. Obviously, we had the Mountains of Power event, and Cantonian Geodude was spawning.
Yes.
Do you want to have a guess? Listeners, if I've done my research right, this is correct. If you find out otherwise, I apologise, I'm useless. Do you want to hazard a guess when that was last spawning in the wild?
I can't remember it being in the wild after Kanto Tour last year.
Coops, do you want to hazard a guess?
what, maybe start of last year?
So Milo, the question is, when was the last time that Kanto Geodude
was
spawned
in the wild?
So since Kanto Day.
Prior to the Mountains of Power event, but yeah, since Kanto Tour.
February 21.
Okay, so it's gone February 21. It was actually May the 2nd of 2021, and it was in the snapshot, the Go snapshot event, for Pokemon Snap.
Shit.
And I was looking at that, and I looked through, and I was like, Geodude doesn't nest. It isn't in the quests. You can't get it. It's not a raid boss. It's not in eggs. So if you wanted to get a Kanto Shiny Geodude, you weren't able to get one in that entire time frame from early May of 2021 to January of this year. What do you guys think about that whole concept? Because main series Pokemon games, everything's sort of available to you, really. You can shiny chase whatever you fancy, really. Whereas if you wanted a shiny Cantonian Geodude to complete the family like Ian, you needed one, didn't you?
I still need one. I got one during the Mountains of Power, but I still need one more.
Yeah.
To wait another 6 years.
You've got to wait, you've got to wait like 10 months for the next chance. What do you guys think about that as a concept? Because it kind of grates me personally.
What I would say is that you've put a date to that, which isn't unique to Kanto Geodude. There's plenty of Pokemon which you don't see in the game, and there'll be some that have probably been just as long. But I think, like you said, when you can actually pick one like that, and you think back from an event where it's just been, you suddenly go, yeah, that's right. And actually, in my opinion, Pokemon Go can't run with all the Pokemon in the wild. You just can't do it. There's too many events on anyway. So every time there's an event, you lose 95% of what's in the game available because the events have that very small window of spawns attached to them. Nesting, they don't all nest either. So there's loads of Pokemon that don't nest. I know the nesting sort of database is never kept up to date anymore now. It used to be on the Sylph Road. I know that's dropped off a cliff now. No one really reports the nests. For me, Pokemon Go isn't like a main series game. It's very limited to how many spawns it can put out there. It doesn't surprise me at all because there's plenty. We talked about Rattata. I've not seen a Rattata in the wild for bloody months. That's one of the common ones.
Yeah,
that's Pokemon Go. So, but when you put it like that with Geodude, that's surprising because that's a big period of time for one not to be in it. So,
Milo,
but yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
But sorry, Coops, go on.
No, sorry. But can I ask you before I say what I'm going to say? Because I think me and Ian are going to be together on this. Why does it grind? What did you say? It grinds your gears. Why does it grind your gears?
I don't like the fact that something is completely inaccessible. I get that obviously they can't have every Pokemon spawning because at this point we're up to over 600 and it would just be mental.
Closer to 700 actually.
Probably close to 700. That's true because we've got bits of Gen 8 and stuff as well. The thing is they've got the seasonal spawns that rotate, and then they've got different hemispheres and all of that, and like you said, events and things like that. But when I learned, I was like, Kanto Geodude, I remember I struggled hard to get the shiny. I couldn't even get one at GoFest 2019. So the fact that it's not even available, they could put it in an egg pool or in a quest or something. I don't think it should be completely unobtainable for that length of time. Because the eggs rotate every season, so every 3 months now, and the quests rotate every month, every 4 weeks. Why not make it so that you can actually access it? And I will hold my hand up. I haven't been able to search through all of the previous egg pools and all of the previous months of quests and stuff. They may have had a Kanto Geodude quest in somewhere, not to my knowledge and not that I could research. I just don't like the fact you can't obtain it at all. There's no way for you to get something.
So I'm going to sound like a proper wanker here. And
no,
it's not, and it's not you. It's just it's directed at the conversation. But I don't understand what the issue is. Isn't that how the game works? I don't get it. I don't understand why it annoys you. There's specific Pokemon that are in raids in 1, or back in the day 2, 3, 4, 5 star, but now 1, 3, 5 star and our favorite megas. There are some Pokemon that are in 10Ks. There are some Pokemon that we feel like should be in 5Ks, but they're in 10Ks. There's some that there's an electric event. It's electric Pokemon. I don't, without sounding like a wanker, I don't isn't that the whole point of the game? That sometimes there are Pokemon that you don't see in the wild for 4, 5, 6, sometimes 8, 9, 10 months because the whole thing's on. I don't know. Isn't that Pokemon Go? I don't know.
It just surprised me.
Confused.
I have to say, it just surprised me that there's certain Pokemon. There are probably more that have been out of the game for a long time.
I hear what you mean, and I know that obviously to a collector, someone that wants all the shinies, wants to complete the family lines, the evolution lines. Sorry, I get that it's frustrating, but I apologize. I just can't see the point because isn't that
fair.
how the game is. Just say, for example, I've potentially, if there's no ice event, I've now potentially got to wait until December to get my second and third shiny Sveal. Isn't that just, I don't know. To me, that's normal. It's normal for me waiting 85 years to get a second shiny.
That's true, normal. But the only thing I would say is obviously Sveal. But this is where it becomes a little bit topsy-turvy. Is that Sveal it's a seasonal spawn. So once this power plant event is gone, you might have February, and it will be spawning in February in various bits.
Right.
The fact that Geodude Kanto is just the one I'm sort of focusing on.
Is cool.
Completely unobtainable. No, it wasn't in any season rotation that I could see. It was completely inaccessible. It didn't come through for the summer. It didn't come through for autumn or any of the events in between. Yeah. Then, if it was a bit more frequent in events and stuff, I know. Again, it's sort of like swings and roundabouts on the whole thing, really.
Yeah, listen, I don't want to talk. I'll hand over to Ian now, but I think like look at it from a different angle and look at it quite positively and quite exciting. Shit, I've not seen Geodude. I'm looking forward to the XL candy, potentially seeing it in the wild, getting another shiny. So when it does come around, because a bit like Geodude, I'm sure there's 5 or 6 other mons that we don't see for a fairly long period of time. Yeah, exactly, bro. Maybe even longer. Yeah, I don't know, really. Just look forward to it when it comes out. But I know what you mean. But I'm just kind of used to
positive Coops.
No. Yeah, go on, Ian.
Well, I'm probably going to sound as much of a cock as you, Coops, thinking about it. But
did I sound like a cock? Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you didn't. But I might do what I say.
I think it's a perfectly valid point, and
here he is. Jaws is coming. Jaws is coming.
So when you put a date to something like that, it is a bit of an eye-opener. You think, oh wow, okay. But playing the game, you don't realise that these Pokemon aren't there. And Mark touched on it earlier. They can't be there. The game mechanic cannot support 700 live Pokemon spawning randomly throughout the world. It just can't. Which is why they've moved to seasons. It's why they've moved to hemispheres. It's why there are a lot more events where certain Pokemon are spawning at a certain time. If it's gonna piss you off, to quote Coops from many episodes ago, if you don't know how the game works, you kind of need to just learn quickly, because Pokemon Go has been moving forwards, and you can't always have everything. Now, the one that use an example from Kanto, which is a good example, but as we move on in the generations, the older generations are going to get rarer. I remember Pokemon Go. Niantic put a tweet out about this years ago, saying as we move on, these older Pokemon are going to get rarer. Granted, they're dragged back for events, but they are going to get rarer. We have events running for 2 weeks at a time. Sometimes we have like an event a week. There's very little time in between events where you get wild spawns anyway, for most of the time. So if that sort of thing really does bother, I'm saying you, I don't mean you, Milo, but you as the listener.
To be fair, I brought the content.
I would recommend you find a good shrink, because literally you're going to go insane if you start fixating on something like this, because they will come back. Coops said many times, Pokemon come back. There's always another chance to get it. It might not be readily available in the wild all the time, but they're always going to bring them back. And it's that simple. You just kind of need to understand how the game is evolving, understand how the events are evolving, and really, there's more things in the world to worry about than a Geodude not spawning. Really, there's a lot more to worry about.
That's a very fair point, yeah.
What I do find interesting, though, off the back of the point, I was very much like Ian just said then, like, I was looking at it more like the game just can't handle it. There's always going to be ones that are never going to appear for Windows, but you never really notice them. But I think the Kanto Geodude's one that is noticeable. When it comes back, you like go, oh yeah, that's not seen that for a long time. But what I don't understand a bit is like some of the, when you got an event on, like we've got, but Chespin still spawns, and in fact, I think Chespin has just been spawning throughout the last fucking year. It feels like
it really does.
It's just like that random start.
Spawn. The starters never go anywhere.
I do agree with you, mate.
Well, they go everywhere except the fucking ball. They're so hard to fucking catch.
Not wrong. You are not wrong.
Oh my god.
Horrible, aren't they?
The problem is that I went and dived through the time frame and the dates, and it's like, actually, that's kind of mad. But you should sit back and go, oh, I haven't seen that Pokemon for a long time. Go and chase it when it's available. I mean, let's face it, Niantic servers can't even handle trading at the moment, so...
That's true.
So, fucking good segment, Milo. Really good segment there. Not segment, sorry. Fucking, what's it called? What do you...
Segue.
Segue, yeah.
Segue. I think we should, in that case. Let's segue.
Yeah.
Some say that Niantic interns' teeth glow in the dark and that they only eat cheese. It is over to Mark for Ask the Intern.
Ask the intern.
I miss that jingle when we don't play, don't you?
It's nostalgic.
But yeah, so we're doing something very similar that we did last week. We've got like a little sort of subject that we're going to talk about, something that's very new and very relevant in Pokemon Go. But so basically the background is there was a post on Reddit where a couple of people were doing some lucky trades, and they got a lucky trade again, got another lucky trade, thought, well, that rarely happens, and that carried on for 100 times in a row.
What are the chances?
What are the chances of that? You know, when we do joke about that it takes quite a lot of time for Niantic to fix things in the game, they seem to fix the things that benefit the players the quickest, which is always a bit infuriating. So the screenshots of these 100 Pokemon, and you know what I love about these screenshots the most is they started with like really insignificant Pokemon, but when they realised they were getting lucky here, there was some of these trades they probably wouldn't have done. They were going, all right, I'm going to do my lucky shiny Clink, and I'm going to start doing my
complete the lucky decks.
Complete the lucky decks. Infuriatingly, I never benefit from these things that happen in the game. It came on saying trading is down at the moment, and I had, at the time, I knew nothing about the lucky trades being broken, so I just tweeted, oh, maybe we're going to get long distance trading, you know, happy days, thinking it was an update. And actually when that got quite a bit of traction and people were quite up for that, it was quite quickly pointed out to me it was because of this. The tweet from Niantic support was trading is currently unavailable as we investigate an issue. We apologise for the inconvenience and we'll continue to update here. Thank you for your patience. Well, we thought it was a quality of life update, which is what the what they were working on. Well, actually, it was something far more farcical. So boys, I mean, how did that happen? You know, what? I mean, what? How does that happen?
I love the fact they took it offline so fast. It was like, oh, there's a problem. Fucking turn it off straight away. Yet GBL's been broken for 4 years.
Facts.
I will say two things. First and foremost, I was actually trading at the time this happened.
What time was it, Milo?
I think it was like nearly midnight or something like that. It was around 11:30 midnight for UK time yesterday evening. Well, Wednesday evening for everybody listening. I didn't have any luckies for one very good reason. All that happened was I was halfway through a trade and then one phone stopped. And I was like, right, I need to restart. And when I restarted the game, the trading icon had gone. I was like, right. So I've got half a trade on one screen and no trading capability in the other. How does that work? The reason they got lucky is because they were lucky friends. And they did their first lucky friends. Yeah. And the glitch was that the lucky friend bonus didn't reset after the trades.
Oh my god!
Wow.
So that's how it works. And Coops and Ian, you put your 2 cents in now.
I shouldn't say this because we're broadcasting a podcast, but I don't really have an opinion on this. I very rarely trade anyway. It doesn't affect me. And you know what? If you were affected by it and you was getting lucky trade after lucky trade, yeah, fill your boots. Seriously, go for it. Because it's not often things do swing in our benefit, but obviously Niantic did catch on really quickly and put a stop to it because obviously the players can't get anything good. One thing I will refer to is one of our Discord members, one of our patrons, Spindiana, put something in there which made me chuckle earlier, and he said, trading is currently disabled as an intern touched something that made every trade go lucky.
I put out a tweet 4 hours ago and I put the screenshot of these 100 lucky trades and I said, imagine realising you have this glitch but still trade Natu and Geodude.
Oh, I saw that. I saw you put that out.
I've got to say to the people who got this glitch, I know Mark said you did some good stuff, but I'm disappointed with what you traded, guys. Come on, boys. We've got a Barboached in there, a Volbeat,
oh my god,
Hippopotas. You know, if you're listening and you did get this glitch, I'm very, and this is coming from a casual. I'm very disappointed with your trade.
Disappointed.
Casual's disappointed.
Yeah, no.
Some people just want a lucky dex, though, don't they? So they will trade
That's
literally
it.
anything.
Lucky decks. Yeah.
Listen. I'm only messing. I'm only messing anyway. I think in regards to glitches, I think obviously I reckon there was maybe 10 people in the fucking whole world that got this. I think this is quite a rare one.
Yeah.
I would say out of all the glitches that I would want, this one was fucking dope. They are absolutely well lucky. This was to make a mistake like this is pretty rare. So yeah, so GG's to whoever cottoned on. And am I surprised that Niantic messed this up? Nope. Do I think they could happen again? Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But I'm like, Ian, I will not be trading to find that out. So someone will have to let me know.
Wait for lucky friends. No, two other things is that obviously, remember we had that glitch. One of you guys mentioned it before we started recording, of the time where you could do 20 special trades for a very brief period of time, and then Niantic cottoned on and stopped it from happening like within 30, 40 minutes. The speed and precision and accuracy that Niantic deal with things that benefit any kind of playstyle is astonishing. They can be really fucking efficient when it suits them, but then when it requires a little bit of effort, and you're like, I'll put that off.
Well, they did, didn't they? The special trades gone in no time. When extra Pokestops and gyms came in, gone in no time. It literally it doesn't take long to jump on something that benefits us immensely.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I remember I got through 12 special trades when that glitch was around, and then it stopped working. I will bring up the point of this lucky trade thing. Brandon Tan made this point. If you get 100 lucky Pokemon, more than likely they're all going to be shit. You're going to have to sit through and individually transfer 100 Pokemon, which is a fucking long time of your life.
To be fair, in the screenshot, the Magikarp was 117 CP, so they got a hundo.
It could be a 98 though with that CP.
Yeah, true.
Imagine that you get a lucky. It's like, ooh, that's like a double troll. You get the Magikarp from the quest, and it's like, oh, I got the hundo CP, but it's a 98. Oh no, it's just a mad glitch, isn't it? You think like of all things to suddenly happen, lucky friends don't reset, so you can get 100 lucky trades back to back.
If I traded, that would be quite an interesting thing to have. But
I never thought you'd say in the same sentence the skill, the precision, and the efficiency of Niantic to correct it. I never thought I'd hear those words and Niantic in the same sentence with they did that to that level.
I don't think Niantic expected to hear them either, to be fair. As it stands currently, trading is down, and we don't know when it's going to go back up, which is not good considering there's the XL Candy bonus for trading at the moment. So we're missing... I mean, I know you guys have already said that you don't necessarily trade, but I'm missing the 100 XL per day. on that sound effect... We're going to throw it straight back to Marky Boy for another game.
Not another fucking game.
Literally.
Play your dicks right.
Play your dicks right. I fucking love that. The reason I picked this game, well, it's because I was not prepared. It's an easy one to do. But no, joking aside, the reason I picked this game was... We're going to go, there's no particular logic behind this, but we're just going to have a bloody good go at it. And we're going to start with Coopsy on this one. We're going to start with Coopsy's favourite generation. That is Kanto. He loves Kanto so much. Can't be a bit of Kanto. Can't be a bit of Kanto. So
give it to me.
Give it to your boy. Your starting point is Jolteon. And I want to know, is Flareon higher or lower than Jolteon?
Ooh, I've got a feeling. I think it goes water, fire, electric. So that means that Jolteon's higher than Flareon.
No, it's not.
Oh man,
goes Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon. But you might still be in it. If everyone gets it wrong, you're all still in it. So it's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. So Milo, I know you love the Hoenn region.
Yes, I do.
Bloom in there, or Goldblum, I should say. You love him. Totodil's not in that, so you're happy. So, Hoenn's a good place for you,
is is Trico higher than...
Could be. So I want to know, your base is Nosepass.
Oh, fuck.
Is Skitty higher or lower than Nosepass?
I'll go with higher.
It is higher.
Oh, I'm out.
He's out. He's been outed.
Hey.
Well done, Milo. Me and Ian love Totodile, so we've got a bit of love for Totodile on the show. So we're going to go Johto, Ian.
Okay.
My starting point, Ian, for you is Misdreavus.
Okay.
Is Slowking higher or lower than Misdreavus?
Ooh. Higher.
Lower.
Oh, Milo, what?
What
easy
round?
victory. Wait.
Damn, I didn't get what I wanted out of that. That was quick and easy.
Quick and easy game. That was fantastic.
It's my favourite segment.
Not anymore. Marky Boy, thank you so much for that lovely little game of Play Your Dicks Right. Let's move on to our favourite, literally our favourite segment. It is Shinies of the Week.
Shinies Shinies of the week.
And a reoccurring theme is we're all going to pick one. We're doing this together as a foursome.
Ooh, all right.
Well,
then I'll go first. So,
go on,
so
mate.
I'm picking this one purely for the hashtag. So this is at Mike Lucas 1. Bloody good episode of at Incensed podcast this week. No shinies for me, but I did get a wild Venusaur, and I thought that was very fitting for this week's Community Day, for Bulbasaur Community Day. Hashtag shinies of the week. Hashtag who the fuck is Faith anyways. Hashtag Coops deserves better. Hashtag blowies. So thank you very much, Mike. And yes, I do deserve better.
And I've got the next one. This one is literally, it's just hit within the last hour. CL Galactic. My first shiny of level 44 is a freaking Shundo. It's also my first Shundo of 2022. Hashtag shinies of the week at Intern's podcast. Hashtag Shundo. Shundo Pineco.
Ooh.
That's kind of an elusive one. I rate
Sick
that.
shiny as well. I love Pineco.
Yeah. Congrats.
So well done, CL Galactic.
That's fantastic.
Oh, that rhymed.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Galactic. That's fantastic. I live on 7 stars. Beep, 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 beep.
that doesn't rhyme.
This is one from Yatix171. Got the blue ball while listening to our Incensed podcast. Thanks for the luck, boys. Hashtag shinies of the week. Hashtag it does kind of look like Coops' balls. Only kidding. So the nice well done, Yati 6171.
So a nice little shiny Voltorb there. That's fantastic. And I'm going for the final one, and I have to shout this out because I was there. I got to witness this. It's from Kells. This deserved a post of its own. Yesterday we were leaving Pokemon UK and the crew. Aaron encountered a Shundo. Hands down the best part of the day. At Incensed podcast, hashtag shinies the week. 2 hashtag shinies the week. It was a Shundo Spheal.
Holy dolly!
Shundo Spheal on the com day. So I have to say big congrats. Random. Yeah.
Oh my days.
Yeah, I saw that on your
GGs.
vlog, Milo. GG's, yeah, definitely.
If Aaron hadn't got that Shundo, we would not know the Hundo was even there. So,
well done, Aaron.
so that's fantastic. A big congrats and thank you to everybody who's shared your shinies and Hundo and rare spawn luck. Of course, you can submit those via Twitter or Instagram at Incensed Podcast using the hashtag shinies of the week to have a chance to be featured on next week's show. That is all we're going to have time for this week. Thank you so much for listening to the show. Make sure to hit the follow button so that you never miss a fresh episode.
Going all Sean Connery there, wasn't you, Mish?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
We might
keep
leave
that
that
in,
in.
keep that in.
We're gonna leave that in. Why not? Why not? Of course, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram for some more extra goodness. A big thank you to the Patreon squad as well, from the bronze, silver, and particularly our gold tier members: CharleyLucyy, CliffordMert, HermesNinja, JB, SpydaLog, and TishSmith. Thank you so much for helping to
thank you,
support the
guys.
podcast.
Woo!
Well, thanks for being here, guys.
Hugely appreciate the support. And finally, did any one of us get a shiny or a hundo or something worth mentioning?
I mean,
Let's have a look now.
I mean, I did hit veteran yesterday in GBL.
No one cares.
No one cares.
No one
Okay.
Bye.
It's looking like a big fat diddly squat for me.
I have got nothing.
Nothing here.
Oh dear. Coops, did you actually get anything, or are you just taking the veteran win?
No, but no one cares about that, right? No
No
Do
one
you want
cares.
the PvP corner jingle, Coops?
Yeah, no, it's all right. Next week.
Next week. Well, on that terrible disappointment, we shall hopefully see you next week. Take care, everyone.
You try hit veteran. Fuck you. You try hit it.